Myth number 4, it's playing God. Now this one I find very interesting personally, because a lot of this type of criticism comes from Christians or Christian conservatives. But here's the thing about it: any big scientific or technological breakthrough that has happened throughout the human history has had someone in the background screaming, "This is playing God." That was the case with the steam engine, that was the case with electricity, and so on and so on, gene technology obviously. So if we really started believing in that, all of us, we wouldn't really be making any progress at all. And besides, is it really playing God? And a lot of the time this argument is also constructed in a different ways. That is, we're messing with nature, right? And well, what does that mean, we are messing with nature? We have been transforming nature since the moment we started to learn to use simple tools. In some way, we have always been transforming nature. Of course, we are doing it in a much higher scale, on a much higher level right now, because we have evolved technologically quite a lot since then. But in some way or form, we have always been doing that, and it's not necessarily a negative thing. We're also not the only animals on this planet that are transforming nature. Beavers, for example, the dams that are creating, they are transforming nature. But how does that apply to the idea of playing God? I don't think doing anything technological, and most human activity is technological, right? I differentiate between two different types of technological activity, and that is engaging with technology and further developing technology. When we think about it as playing God, we applying this sort of mentality that we are doing something unnatural, something beyond our nature. I prefer to see it as living up to our potential, because those things exist within our potential. Another reason why I think it has absolutely nothing to do with playing God is because we are doing nothing godlike in the process. Or if you think about this sort of biblical creation, right, what God is capable of doing, like creating something out of nothing, right, like that is a capability accessible only to God. Whether God is, an actual existing divine form that you believe in, or just as a concept. What we as humans are doing is nothing really alike. What we are actually doing is what in classical Greek terms would be called techne or poiesis. And what is techne or poiesis is really about transforming or morphing nature into something new. We use available materials and we are fusing them into something new, and sometimes developing it further from that new existing substance. Participating in this kind of activity it's a very human activity. We are doing something very human with that. There's nothing godlike about it. That's why I refuse to call it playing God. And even if we were, I also think that if God exists, I think he would want us to achieve our maximum potential. If you have, as a father or mother, if you have kids, you likely want your kids to live up to their full potential. Why wouldn't God want people to achieve a maximum of their potential? And I think by doing so, we might also be more likely to understand God. I think that this could bring us closer to God. Now, I'm not a Christian myself, but I really like this concept, and there are some Christian transhumanists there as well, and I think they may relate to what I just said.